Is it working? Are you picking us up?
Yes.
Okay. I will open the meeting at 3 o'clock for the NACFA September 21st meeting. As you can see, we do not have a quorum, so we will not be able to conduct any business. This meeting will have to be rescheduled as there were 3 items on the agenda. Health, safety, and policies were under old business, and under new business, we had Fire EMS Academy information that had been requested by the supervisor from Rose Township, and we had the Safer Recruitment and Retention Grant approval to accept the award. Those were on the new business. Just for those of you that are in the audience, to explain why we don't have a quorum, the chair, Mr. Stauffer, is out of town and was not able to make the meeting, and he had asked that it be rescheduled for next week, along with the supervisor from Rose Township and the treasurer. I had chimed in that email and said that we couldn't do this because it's a regularly scheduled meeting. We don't normally cancel meetings for just because one person can't make it. And I said, this is a regular scheduled meeting. There are agenda items. It's been posted. The meeting has to happen. Then after that post, we got a post from Paul Gamka stating that he was no longer able to make the meeting. We got another post from Supervisor Shive Snyder that now she wasn't able to make the meeting. And then we got a post from Pat Wells as well, which is another Rose Township board member, but she's our recording secretary, that she wasn't able to meet the meeting. We then got an email from the chair requesting that Jeremy cancel the meeting and put out the necessary notices. Because of the Open Meetings Act, I chimed in the email chain and I said, we can't do this. It's a regularly scheduled meeting. It's been posted. There's agenda items. People could show up for the meeting. Therefore, we have to hold the meeting. We have to open it. We have to declare that we don't have a quorum. And we would then have to close the meeting and reschedule. We don't have a rescheduled date at this time because he was trying to reschedule it for either the 28th or the 29th. And I myself can't make either of those meetings as I have an appointment that's been long set up with my cardiologist's office, and I have a little procedure. I got a couple of valves that are misfiring, and I'm working on that. So at this point, we haven't heard anything from the chair. Chief, have you heard anything as to the reschedule? So we don't have a rescheduled date for that. There is a copy of all of this email chain if anybody would like to see it. But it's unfortunately where we are. Now, no business can be conducted today because we don't have a quorum. I did want to ask in relationship to the agenda for the next, whenever this meeting gets rescheduled, I had a meeting with Bob DePalma this morning, and he had some questions in regards to the Renaissance Festival and the numbers of people that are allowed to be there. And I said that was a question I would direct to Jeremy, only from a standpoint of public safety. Is that something that this element would control, or is that something that the township?
That's what we control.
And the reason the question came up with Bob DePalma, I just want to say it for public, the Renaissance Festival, the festival itself is on Holly Township property. The parking lot is Groveland property. But apparently there was quite a problem last week. There were so many people there, the issue becomes crowd control. So I said I would bring it up and find out if that's something that this board deals with, or does it go back to Holly Township?
Goes back to Holly Township.
Okay, so that's all I wanted to know there. It won't need to get added to this agenda. Other than that, I apologize to those of you that showed up for the meeting. We will close this meeting at.
I'm almost out of order, so I want to know that there's 3 witnesses here, that Diane Scheib-Snyder and Paul Gamka were in the office much of the day until at this time, so they're not out of the area. There's no reason, it's apparent that they couldn't have been here.
Well, the email chain pretty much gives you the whole story. So, but we do have 3 guests in the audience for this meeting. It is 3:06, and we'll have to close this meeting until we can announce the follow-up meeting for this. So we're officially closed at 3:06.